Hello everyone, welcome back to my session. Today's day 7. It's all about web application reconnaissance. We've seen reconnaissance for devices. Now we will talk about web applications. So our objective is to perform a comprehensive web app reconnaissance systematically and methodically, map application architecture and identify technology stacks, discover hidden endpoint and parameters, and also subdomains and links through active enumeration, identify technologies and versions for vulnerability assessment, build comprehensive attack surface inventory. And I'm going to use the latest tools used here. Keep in mind, this is reconnaissance, not there is one more video. We'll take it on day 9, I think, or 8. It's about where we'll go deep on this, on web applications. Okay, so let's just understand what's passive. We already took this one previous session, the difference between passive OSINT and active OSINT. We said that passive reconnaissance, you just need to get information like domains, personnel, tech stack, no detection, right? And active scanning, you'll have to interact with the network. So there is a risk for detection. You'll check the open ports, service detection, and all that. So web application reconnaissance, our focus will be on subdomains, endpoints, parameters, technologies. Okay, so web application architecture layer. Okay, we have JavaScript framework, client side, React View, browser front-end logic, and we have web server, which can be Apache, Nginx, IIS, and serves static content, handles HTTP traffic. And we have application server also, Tomcat, Node.js, Django. We have database, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Redis, Memcached. So these are the concepts that we need to understand. The client-side application, when we say the client-side application, that means this is what we see on the web browser. When we go through any website or something, what we see, like React, like JavaScript framework, like React. You can use React as a programming. It's a framework of JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language. It's React is a framework. So you can, that's how websites, web applications are made. This is the front end. Web server is found on the back end, on the back side. It's responsible for serving the content to the user, to the client side. So we have Apache common web server, IIS, Nginx, and database. We have different database: MySQL, PostgreSQL, Redis, Memcache. Redis is for caching, actually. Postgres is for database, and yeah. So our goal is to we have to try to understand those concepts, because in order to if you're really interested in working for bug bounty, for example, hacking web applications, penetration testing for web applications, you have to learn some concepts about these points: client side versus server side, and web server layers, this stuff. And we have reconnaissance techniques, like we are supposed to enumerate accessible paths, directory and file discovery, and file paths, backups, and we're supposed to enumerate, discover hidden get, post parameters through word list, parameter fuzzing, and we're supposed to find hidden endpoint discovery, like find undocumented API paths or routes, technology of fingerprinting, API endpoint mapping, spidering and crawling, and also subdomain enumeration, actually. CMS identifications. Like if you remember on our previous session, we talked about Wappalyzer, right? We were able to identify what programming language, what CMS a website was using just from this tool. JavaScript libraries, which version of libraries, version enumeration, exact software version for CVE, correlation, yeah. Because every version has a different CVE, vulnerability, known vulnerabilities, right? So we have here essential web recon tools. We have directory discovery, fast directory brute forcing, So the essential web reconnaissance tools are Gobuster, which is fast directory brute forcing, Dirb recursive directory scanning, FUF ultra fast fuzzing framework, Burp Suite, full-featured web testing, OWASP ZAP free alternative for crawling, and we have tick detection. We will use Wappalyzer, Nikto, web server scanning, Arjun, and we will use more tools than this actually, but let's just go through this PowerPoint presentation, and we're going to go through all the tools that we can use for enumeration. So first let's start with web directory discovery. Okay, we're going to start with web directory discovery. So we have Gobuster, Dirb installation, and custom word list creation. Yeah, we'll do API and parameter discovery as well. Yeah, and the commands here, and yeah, hidden parameter discovery, daily delivery app report, okay, let me go ahead and do this. Okay, I have my own list of tools for discovery, which are the recommended for reconnaissance web, which is relevant in 2026. Okay, the first step usually is whenever you do any reconnaissance for through web is subdomain, subfinder. Okay, so I'm going to do it one by one. Okay, so bear with me. Let me open Kali Linux. We're going to start with we don't need this. Okay, this is my methodology. First tool I'm going to use is going to be subfinder. Kali. Okay, so I'm going to start with subfinder. Okay, just so you can read a little bit about subfinder, let's open subfinder. subfinder here. GitHub. This is the GitHub page for subfinder. This tool is a subdomain discovery tool that returns valid subdomains for website using passive online sources. It has simple modular architecture, doing one thing only: passive subdomain enumeration. Does it very well. So made it compliant. Yeah. So to install this one, okay, this is the command. Go install beep GitHub this one. Okay, that's the installation command, and all you have to do is just copy this one and paste it. I'm not going to do that because it's already installed on my PC. Okay, so but let's start to enumerate. Let's go ahead and start to enumerate. But before doing anything, I suggest we create one file here. Right now we are in let's go to desktop. Okay, let's create a new directory here. Name it I want to do web recon lab. Okay, so cd web recon lab. Okay, so we're going to put everything here. Okay, the first thing I want to do is subdomain enumeration. Okay, I'm just going to type here subfinder. Okay, if I have any doubts about what parameters I should put, just use help. It's going to help me here. I can use D domains to find subdomain for. Okay, /D. So DL list of strings. If you have more than one domains you want to discover, specify the source of discovery, and recursive all rate limits. And so for me right now, all I need to do is just use the subfinder /D command, and we are going to use it on test vol. This website is actually a vulnerable website, intentionally made so for test purpose, so we can just practice it. Yeah, so now subfinder is going to go ahead and going to current subfinder version is this. Okay, it's going to enumerate the subdomains. Found 0 subdomains for this in 20 seconds, and that makes no sense because there were more than actually there were like few subdomains also, but not 0. Let's see. Okay, let's find another target here. Let's see if it's even. Let's see first of all. Vulnerable site for testing. Let's try this. Let's try Vuln Web. Let's try this one. Yeah, it has more than one URL, so let's just go ahead and try this one. vulnweb.com. Let's go ahead and put www.vulnweb.com. Again, found 0 subdomains, which is pretty weird. Let's try to ping 8.8.8.8 just to confirm that we have access to the internet. Yes, we do, and it's okay. Let me clear this one for you. clear this one. Let me try to do subdomain subfinder. Let's find another target. Okay, so we're going to try this one. Yeah, it has found 12 total subdomains. Okay, you can see it here. Okay, but now how we can, where will it save it? It didn't save it anywhere, right? So we can just put it in we can just create here subfinder /h. we have output here, file to write output to. So we have -o here command, so we can just put it here make touch subdomain dot subfinder dot txt. So now what I will do is like do /o subfinder dot txt. Okay, so I'm telling it to just put all the subdomains to this text file. Let's make sure the internet is connected, because just now it disconnected. Let's do it again. Done. So open cat subfinder dot txt. Yeah, so this is the list of domains we got from subfinder, and there is one more tool we can add. Okay, it's always better to get results from multiple tools. So asset finder also will do the same thing. Asset finder GitHub. This is another tool that will do the same thing, that finds domains potentially related to a given domain. So all you have to do is to install is just this one. Let's first check, maybe it's already installed in our let's clear this one in our asset finder. Yeah, it's already installed, so there's nothing we need to do. Let's check the command. Usage sub only includes search for domain. Okay, let's do asset finder and type subs only. Okay, and let's put a mutlaq and but before this, let's create one more file here. Touch asset finder .txt. Okay, subs only. Let's see first if it will work actually. .com. Yeah, it's worked fine. Let's just put the command subs only and put it on sub asset finder .txt. Cat asset finder .txt. I didn't put it there, so I don't think there's an option to output to a file in asset finder, but it's okay, because we just need to put asset finder here and type hotel.com and just redirect the output to asset finder.txt. I believe this will do the job. Confirm cat asset finder.txt. Done. So right now we have two different tools. We did the subdomain enumeration. We can stop here, or we can add, but I think for subdomain enumeration this will be enough. Okay, So yeah, the yeah t subs, and you can just add subs only here to get only the subdomains. The target t subtext, okay, subfinder text silent, okay. So now combine and deduplicate. There is a command here. We're supposed to put it in one. Okay. So right now what we want to do is like combine it, okay, and deduplicate it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that one. Cut asset finder, asset finder .txt, and put it in put it in make a new file here. Touch subdomains, all subdomains, domains dot txt. Okay, now all I have to do is like take this and transfer it to all subdomains dot txt. Okay, and for the subfinder .txt, I'm going to append so that it will not remove it. So let's see all subdomains .txt. So this is all the combined subdomains from both the asset finder and the that one. So now we have duplicates, right? We need to use enu to duplicate it. Okay, let's go to cat here, all subdomains .txt, and we're going to enu, so command sub final .txt, which is not actually there, but so this is the final file to duplicate it. Let's cut subs underscore final .txt. Yeah, so what it did is it's duplicated it to duplicate it. Okay, there are many duplicates, right? Because we use different multiple tools to gather subdomains from the same domain. So what I just did now is like I put it all in one txt file, all subdomains, and then I used enu. It's a tool that's used to duplicate the file. Only unique will be kept, unique subdomains. So we got the subdomains, and to confirm about the enu tool, we can go to the enu here, enu GitHub, and it's a tool for adding appends lines here, but only if they don't already appear in the file. Outputs new line in stdio2. So what it does is cut things here we have an example, cat things dot txt 012, right? Cat things dot new things dot txt 1 2 3 4. So it will do cat new things and new things dot txt 3 4. TV output to standard. So yeah, it makes sense because you can see it this way also. Look, you can do this one, take it, Control C or copy here, and open Excel sheet. Okay, paste it here, and go ahead and go to data, remove duplicates. Yes, yeah. So we just remove the duplicates. As you can see now, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 subdomains, right? So that's what it does. It does the same thing that what I did in Excel round. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So this is cool. Let's go ahead and clear this. Once this is done, okay, we want to do DNS resolution for this. Okay, so in order to do DNS resolution, we're going to actually, I prefer to use OWASP for this purpose. There's a tool called OWASP here, GitHub. It is a very it's used for to check the network mapping and attack surface external asset technology using an open source reconnaissance. So this tool is actually very good. Okay, so I'm going to use OWASP for this. Okay, one second, let me close this one. Okay, let's continue. So we will we have already got the cat subs final .txt. So got this list. Now it's time for DNS resolution. So I'm going to use a tool called DNSX. It is fast and lightweight. I'm going to go to cat subs final .txt, and I'm going to check DNSX here. I'm going to type DNSX, then silent, RESP only, and I'm going to do, it's going to be resolved to resolved. I'm going to put this in the new folder called let's just run this. It's not going to, let's just touch a new txt here, resolved.txt here, creates the new file. And then we're going to try to do it here, resolve.txt. Let's see what it will do. Let's open cat.resolved.txt. We just resolve the IP to all the the resolved IPs, and DNS records, and let's do the rest here. Touch DNS records.txt, and we're going to do this, but now we're just going to remove the only here, and we're going to put it inside DNS.record records actually, and there's underscore here. Done. So we can see DNS underscore records here .txt. Yeah, so we can see that both are all are resolving actually. Not all, 6 are resolving out of all the subdomains. If you remember, we have it in our Excel sheet here. We had like 13. Only 6 out of those 13 is actually resolving. Okay, so yeah, so now we have resolved it. Once we finish DNS resolution, the next step, let me just go to the NSX so I can show you exactly, we can learn more about the NSX. What it did is a fast multi-purpose DNS tool. Toolkit designed running virus probes through retrieval DNS library. It supports multiple DNS queries, user supplied resolvers and stuff. So simple, handy utility, does all this, and this is how you can install it basically. And yeah, yes, so yeah, this is actually a good way of obtaining virus. Yeah, so after resolving this, next step should be HTTP probing actually. For this we're going to use HTTPX, and let's go ahead and clear this one first. Clear this one. We will do HTTP probing, which is going to be echo. We're going to go to cat. Here is we're going to go to the resolved here .txt and HTTPX and silent title detect status code and content length timeout 10, and output, put it inside web. Let's just create a new text here, a new file here as well. Web services .txt. Okay, and let's go ahead and type here web services .txt. So let's open now the cat web services.txt. I don't see anything here. There's no output. Let's see if we did the resolve.txt if it is correctly done. Resolved.txt. It's there actually, so it should work. What's the problem? Let's go ahead and open cat web services.txt. Nothing. Okay. HTTP probing is not working here. So yeah, this was supposed to be the next step. Let me check it. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, the reason it was not working before is actually because of the website. I have WAP. I think we have WAF installed on the website. That's why it failed. Wasn't able to install it. Okay. So this time it worked because I changed the network. I changed the public IP, so it was able to probe. So it gave you like this IPs. I was able to do. Yeah, I was able to do HTTP probing. Okay, remember that there are two different things. The DNS resolution, we did it just to make sure that the domains that we gathered actually resolved to a specific IP. HTTP probing, we did it so that we can know if the website is actually live. Okay, so once we confirmed, okay, we can go cut web services.txt, and we were able to get this. At least some are actually successful, and so now let's do port scanning. Okay, cat resolve.ski. Let's do port scanning here. Cat resolved.txt. This is the list of IPs we resolved from using DNSX, and I'm going to use Nabu. Nabu is like Nmap basically, but Nabu is faster actually. Top ports. I'm just telling it to scan the top 1,000 ports, silent, and scan it silently, silent. /o, put the output in ports.txt. It's the first thing we do. Okay. Okay, done. Once this is done, I'm going to do cat ports.txt. Okay, the one that we just created. And I'm going to use HTTPX. Okay, and silent. Title, tech detect, and service. We don't have that, so let's create touch services detailed txt, and let's put this one in the services underscore detailed.txt. So I just put, I'm gonna make sure the ports are Okay, we got this one. Let's open cat services detailed .txt. Yeah, so it gave me that the HTTP server, like saying Apache HTTP server. Okay, so we're using HTTP server, and then the next step is crawling. Let's just create touch web crawl URL, crawled URLs .txt, and yeah, so I created this file, and now let's create the cat web underscore services .txt. Let's see what we have here. Okay, yeah. So what we will do is we're going to take this one, we're going to cut -d the space 1 and then dash F1. Okay, and katana depth 3 silent dash O crawled underscore URL. We're going to crawl the URLs that are could not execute because no input used for crawling. Dash F1 katana depth 3 silent yeah, the issue is actually from cut. Yeah, I think it's done. Let's view cut crawled URLs .txt. No, txt. Nothing. So there must be a mistake here. Let's just do this first before we continue here. Actually, this nuclei, this is part of the automated scanning. Okay, we want to fix this one and try JavaScript analysis, and we will talk also about the we need to talk about the tools like Gobusters and Buster and stuff. So the command, I typed this command, okay, and I was able to use the tool katana. Okay, it's going to crawl it's going to bring all the endpoints, all the paths, directories in here and put it in the crawled URL. Okay, what we did now is like we will get hidden endpoints, API routes, admin paths, parameters, JavaScript files, backup files, internal links not visible on homepage. All these things will be visible here. Okay, what we did is that we just took the web service.txt, which we generated by where is it? Yeah, we used the web service.txt. Actually, we generated from here. No, here during the probing, when we probed the resolved IPs. Okay, we generated web service.txt. Okay, and from that we got these files, and from there we just used katana here to get all these details like the hidden path, API routes, admin paths, parameters, JavaScript files, backup files, internal links. All this information will be useful for us. Okay, Now that we have all this, okay, the next step is actually JavaScript analysis. JavaScript analysis, it's going to get all the crawled URL. It's going to grep I dot slash the JavaScript, then put it in files.txt, then just do so JavaScript analysis. Actually, JavaScript analysis and nuclei scanning and screenshots, all this API and graphical, all this we are going to go through it in the next session, and not the next session but the one after that. We can confirm here in the here, this is, we are here right now. We just talked about this one, and so the other things we will go through it in depth in the coming sessions. The next one is JavaScript analysis. Here, JavaScript file analysis, this is the one. API parameter, actually we have it here on the same topic, so it should be here. One second. Okay, let's continue with JavaScript analysis. Okay, we're going to go to cat here, crawl the urls.txt, and we're going to grep i.js $, and $, and we're going to put it in, no, 1 second, touch js underscore files.txt. Okay, let's put js dot files txt. Done. Let's see cat js dot underscore files dot txt. There's nothing actually. It's supposed to display something, but it's not displaying. So let's do one thing. Let's put JavaScript analysis with the nuclei scanning here on this stage. Okay. To save time, let's move to the other tools like fuzzing, and there are 2 more tools here. That we need to go through. Gobuster or Dirb. So basically Dirb, there is a tool, there is a GUI here, Dirbuster. Okay. No, we have here Dirbuster. So what it does is just you just type the IP here, okay, and it's going to and you put the list here. List means like you can the word list here, and it's going to go through each word list, and it's when you click start and display the word list that are available. Okay, so we can follow, like we have something called there is a something called setlist here, setlist GitHub. This is where we get our word list. We can check here, for example. We can get for fuzzing here, or for discovery, for directory discovery. we just need word list for discovery, right? Web content, or yeah, here we have Gobuster directory list. We can choose one from here, any common or whatever. We can download it, and we will be able to. It's going to check each word one by one. Okay, there is also a tool called okay, let's try using fuff. Okay, we're going to use fuff here, fuff and h. Okay, and I'm going to display here the URL. This target URL dash u, right? So, and the output, if it has output, it's better. Output O. Okay, let me first clear this one. Okay, and touch puff, don't touch puff .txt. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and type puff here /u. I'm going to name here .com. I'm going to put it in puff.txt. Okay, you're supposed to put the word list, and this command is not complete actually. Yeah, so we were actually going to go here. Actually, I just want to review what we did exactly. So first we were able to discover subdomains and assets, right? We use subfinder tools, and let's get this one, ls -l. Yeah, we used the subfinder tool here to gather all the subdomains, and we used also asset finder. We gathered it here, all the subdomains, and then we put it all in one subdomain, in one txt file. Okay, and once we combined it both, then we went to the resolution, DNS resolution. Okay, the next step comes with the after this we go to DNS resolution, but before DNS resolution we just made sure that we combine and deduplicate it. Use this tool, nu. It's going to do this and put it in one file, this one. So, and then what we did is resolved the DNS, make sure that this actually exists, resolves to an IP, and we just resolved it using two commands, DNSX. We use silent to reduce the noise, like we just need to resolve it to IP, and then it returned to us the cat dot resolved dot txt. Yeah, we got the IPs of all the and also we resolved it to DNS records here, DNS records txt. Yeah, so to match it with the URL, we got the array code for each. This domain is pointing to this IP, and this one. So once we got this, then the next step was to check if these websites are actually running, actually live or not. So to make sure that, we use the HTTPX Okay, and we use this command like silent, so we can reduce the noise. Again, same concept. And we use title so that we can get the page title, you know, this one. Let's see here, like page title is this one, so the one that will appear here. And we got the detect. This will help us get the what kind of technology the website is using. We got Apache, like let's open the cat web underscore services .txt. Yeah, this is it. So we got the domain, okay, and we got the title here. You see, this is the title. Yeah, this one right now is this is the title. Okay, we get the title also, and the detect, we got it here. It's telling us we're using Apache. This website is using Apache web HTTP server. The status code we have here is 200. 200 status code means that it's working, it's live. Okay, 301 means moved to the website, is redirected. And if you get 404, it's not found, it's failed, it's not live. Yeah, if you get different HTTP codes, you have to try to understand it. But 200 means okay, status is okay, it's working. Content length, we have here content length command. We used it for this. There is a number here after this one. This is the content length. Yeah, the higher the content length means that more likely that it's actually live. Okay, and we have here timeout 10. This is how much the HTTPX should wait for the server to respond. Like, so we made it 10 so that it doesn't wait for too long. And this is the output. We output it here. Once we have a list of all the websites that are actually alive, then we can do port scanning to make sure which ports are open on this website. Like, we used Nabu, which as I told you, like, this is an alternative of Nmap. It's faster. And we scanned only the top 1000 ports, and we put it in ports.txt. Okay, remember we used the resolved IP, this one, the IPs. And once we did that, then we used Katana. Katana, it's a tool that will give you all will crawl the web for you, the URL, and it will give you all the links available there, like the hidden endpoints, API routes, admin paths, parameters, JavaScript files, it's important, backup files, internal links. It'll give you all the links available for this URL. Okay, we used this cat web services.txt, then cat d. This command we didn't take this in our previous session, so let me show you what exactly it does. Let's say let's create any file here. Touch test.txt. Okay, and let's just open test.txt. Okay, let me add here hello world. Okay, I'm here. Okay, just let me save it for you. Okay, so now let's cat this one. Cat test.txt. Yeah, you see it will show us this one, right? Hello world, I'm here, right? And separated by spaces. So let's say I want only to see this one, the first column. I don't want world, I am here. So all I have to do is just type this one and this one. Use cat /d -d and put 1, 2 here, and type -f1. Okay, F1. The 1 stands for the first column. I want only the first column. Yeah, I just got hello here, right? You see this one? And let's say I want only the second one. I can just type here 2 instead of 1. It will list hello world here. If I want only the first and second column, you can manipulate it. You can say here 1 and you can put dash here 2. I got hello world here. So it's just a way to manipulate the text you want to filter text that you want to output. Okay, so yeah, we use this one here so that we just need IP, right? The first column only. We don't need the other extra stuff. Like if you open cat.web services here, services.txt, going to list all this, right? Success 200, all this. We just need this one, and we use Katana here, the tool Katana. Katana, it's a tool here. Katana, you install it on. It's a very important tool actually. You install it on. You can install it from GitHub. Okay, this one, and it will give you all the endpoints, JavaScript files, and all the URLs that you can find in Katana. It's a very useful tool. Okay, fast, fully configurable, and it's just one line of code to install. Actually, it's very easy to install. Okay. So we put here depth 3. Depth 3 means like we want Katana to check all the links. Yeah, like let me show you here what it means. Depth 3. This is a vulnerability. This is a website, right? So if I put here depth 1, it means it's only going to check this one: home, category, artist, disclaimer, your artist, only these links found on the page. Okay, it's going to check this one. Alas, that's it. This one, only the links that are the first level. Okay, if you put a 2 here, it's going to link the first level here. Okay, for example, let me show you here the first level, right? Second level also, once you go inside this one, for example, we'll check also this one. Okay, it's the number of levels, how much you want to check. 3 means the depth. It will check even inside the links until the last level, the third level. This is how this will give you a balanced way. Yeah, it will give you all the links. And I use silent to prevent outputs. -O is to output it and put it here. Okay, once we did that, then this is the benefits. You will get all this stuff. JavaScript analysis is once we got the output from Katana. Okay, we just want to look for JavaScript files. Okay, like because yeah, JavaScript analysis. We have to do JavaScript analysis. Okay, the benefit of JavaScript analysis is like let me show you. JavaScript analysis we have here. Yeah, it often contains API endpoints, tokens, internal URLs, cloud storage links. It will have links like API keys. If you know what's API keys, like tokens, secrets, AWS, passwords, because developers sometimes leave sensitive information in the front end code. Okay, your script downloads JS and search. Yeah, we are looking for these keywords, like for these things. Okay, like password. Yeah, sometimes the developer may make a mistake and leave it in the front end. Okay, so once we did that, what we get is that what we will do now is this command. Okay, cat crawled urls.txt. This is what we got from Katana before in the previous command, this one. And then we will grab any URL that has .js. Okay, that ends with .js. Okay, because that's what we need. JS means JavaScript is extension for JavaScript. Okay, and if we find it, then we are going to put it in JS files.txt. Okay, in our case, we didn't have any files, JS files, so we didn't find anything. But if we find, this is the command that we will use. Once we do that, we can use this script. Okay, this is just a script. It's just saying, like, check each file, each URL, okay, and then try to look for any keys, API, secrets, tokens, password, AWS, Azure, anything يعني. Go through the URL and download the content, only the first 5 lines, and output it into js.secrets. That's the purpose of JavaScript analysis. Okay, and the next step is going to be nuclear scanning, but this is automated vulnerability scanning. Okay, but we will go through it on the next session. Okay, and yeah, but before this, there are tools that you need to know. This is what my methodology. This is the methodology that you should use. Okay. Also, there are additional tools we can use, like this is the like Gobuster, like Fuff here. Okay, Fuff is going to list for you the directories. Okay, the directories, the hidden directories, and all the available directories on the URL. By directory, I mean this one. Let me show you here. Let's go to here, test.volhub, right? So let's go /admin. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. This is a directory. Okay, like I can go to, like, here I was able to download something, you see, and here yeah, so the idea, anything that comes after the slash like this is a directory. Like, for example, here login.php, it's a this is a page actually. Let's see, admin, administrator, right? Let me give you like this one. Yeah, this is a directory. So there are tools that help you identify these directories. Okay, like Fuff helps you fuzz. We call it fuzzing to check. So it's going to check. Let me show you here. HTTP _ test.php .vuln.web.com /fuzz .w comment dot no, because I didn't put it here, so let me just go back here a little bit. cd, yeah, and ls, yeah, comment is going to be here, so let me do it again. Fuff -u http test.php .vuln web.com -fuzz w comment.txt -o puff output.txt. Okay, let us just use this one. Puff output.txt. Yeah, so let me tell you what this will do. Okay, it's going to check. Okay, this fuzz that I'm using is a placeholder, like okay, this comment.txt is a word list. -w means word list. Okay, let me open comment.txt for you here. This one, open with gedit. Yeah, this one, you see this one, this is a word list. These are the different directories that we can try. Okay, like possible directories, common directories. Okay, I got it from here. You can just type here seclist. Seclist is the best place to find word lists. Okay, Okay, word lists are nothing but common lists of words, okay, that we can use to fuzz or to try to brute force or to try different word lists, to automate, try different word lists. Okay, let me go to fuzzing here. You can use anything here, but I used actually the discovery here, and I used web content. I use common here, common.txt. We have common directory here also. See, the idea is it's going to try like this. This is what it's going to do. It's going to check here bash history and let me show you what it will do. It will just check each one, like here admin, right? It's going to do like this, like it's going to check this one /admin, okay, to see if it's going to work, and if it's and again it's going to check. Once this is done, it's going to keep going again and again. The next one in the list about us, and like this, it's going to go like this again. This is the idea. This is what it's going to do. About there's nothing. Okay, we try about us. There's nothing again. Does go to each line. Okay, so you can download this one to put it in your Kali Linux, and this is the command and -w, and yeah. So when you click enter, it's going to go through each directory here. And it's going to post the list. This is one command that we need to know. Okay, and there is one more command. Okay, one more tool we need to understand. Gobuster here. It does the same thing as FUF, but except this is more comprehensive and deeper. This is better in terms of checking directories. Look, test PHP .vol, the same concept, the same usage. Even you do /u here for the URL and -w for the word list. You can use the same word list here, and then -o for the output. Put it inside. You can put inside any output here. Doesn't really matter. Let's put it in test.txt or something. Let's see what output we have, what text we have here. Or let's just create. We are in desktop, right? Let's just see what we have here. We don't have any txt file. Let's just create any empty file here. Name it like Ferox. Create here. Okay, just name it here Ferox. Ferox.txt. Just put Ferox here, and let's see if it will actually put it there. Anyhow, this is what it does. Okay, it's going to check each URL here, every single directory. See, it's trying everything, all the words from the word list. Okay, if it's successful, it's displaying here 200 status code. If it's failing, 404, like all this. Okay, this is very comprehensive and useful tool to check which directories are available, which you can use to manipulate. And there is one more tool we need to. This is an older tool, but it's actually useful. We call it Gobuster. It's the same idea again. We have to use -w, http, and test. Let's check the URL, which is this one, right? Let's just paste this one. Paste the URL here, and I'm going to do /w common.txt, and I'm just going to output it to something, like put it into test.txt in any file, actually it doesn't really matter, but I just want to show you how it will look. The tool you love but not defined. Yes, you're supposed to do dir here, actually, dir. Yeah, you're supposed to type, this is the command, Gobuster dir, and it's going to check each command, and same concept here, it's going to check which URLs are actually working, which directories are working, and whatnot. So that's it about the web recon. I believe that's it. So you can download these tools from GitHub, like FUF. You can download it from GitHub here. Fast web. From here, FUF is a faster UI tool. Download. Yeah, you can use this command, download it, and you can download Buster also. It's the same. You can download any tool you need from Buster. You can from GitHub here, and Gobuster. Usually it's pre-installed, but anyhow you can download it from there also, from GitHub. So yeah, basically that's it. So next we are going to talk about, in the next session, we're going to talk about nuclei. It's a very important, relevant tool. Like, it's going to give you more details on your recons. It's automated vulnerability scanning. Yeah, and then we're going to start with the more advanced concepts. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you on the next session.